Hi there, I just wanted to explain, in case I didn't make it clear, I'm not a religious fanatic. I wasn't brought up with any particular religion apart from the odd sprinkling of Church of England. But what I've learnt recently, well, basically the philosophies fit in very, very neatly into what's written into the Book of Revelations. So if you can just bear with me on that, so you may not be interested in religion, and that's fair enough. But a lot of the ethics and the social theories fit together very well. So if you don't mind me using them for examples, then I'll continue that and see if you can take on board the rest of what I'm trying to say. The culture of sameness is where I was at. And also the fact that with the religious aspect, I may not, you may not be religious and believe in the end times, but there are people in power like Bush, like extreme Muslim groups who do. They will be working towards their theories of the end times. It has been said that certain Christian evangelists don't believe in trying to clear up global warming because it's a sign of the end times. They are aiming for liberating parts of the world through wars. I mean, Bush has been quoted as saying with his talks with Chirac, it was to do with Gog and Magog. I've been reading about that for years. Best place to find out what's going on is to read the back of a book, I find, so that's what I've been doing at times, to try and make sense of some very strange parables, if you like, and untangle them. Basically, we've got all this mysterious stuff about only those with the mark of the beast being able to buy and sell. But Babylon the Great has always fascinated me, because it says, here she sits as queen, I'll never know mourning, I traded throughout the world, and made everyone drunk on my luxuries, and no more trade of cattle, precious goods, etc. will be found. But was there ever such a great city? So this woman who committed adultery with other nations, made them all drunk. Who could that be? Babylon the Great? Gog and Magog? Babylon the Great? GB? Babylon? London? Baby London, reaching out throughout the world like a baby, trying to grab hold of, its next meal. That was one theory, because the beast, which is the modern beast, is one that is like a baby. It encourages us to be like babies, to reach throughout the world, to grasp our food without being connected to the actual mission involved in providing and making for it. I mean, that's a very socialist concept. But what the Frankfurt school is a new form of socialism. It's actually combined with consumerism in order to actually bring down the structure of what was the hierarchy, to prepare for revolution, which didn't happen, and it doesn't look like it really will. But this was the aim. So in order for them to use this sameness theory to equalise humanity, it's a kind of a case of we are all the same, who do you think you are? It's based on a form of, it's almost like jealousy. We're all the same. I mean, it's a lazy way of not calculating things properly, lumping things together, really. It's not extremely intellectual to focus on that kind of theory, and that's why so many of these people get really stumped when it comes to explaining their ideals and philosophies in detail. So, saying that, the sameness theory, we are all the same, and if we're not, who the hell do you think you are? Who the Sam Hill do you think you are? The sameness theory is universal now, more or less, and will become more so as the world's resources become a little bit less easy to come by. So the mantra being sameness. It's actually quite dangerous in the wrong hands, because, as I said, it takes away the integral personality, the integral person's personal ability to cope, to be, to exist on one's own basis. In the book, the Faking It talks of the Freudian process of psychoanalysis, where a person actually weakens and loses their own personal stoicism by confessional therapies. This is then the confessional therapy then spreads to the counsellor who has confessional therapy, and the bond formed through disclosure of personal events or situations forms a bond, and it's a reliance, if you like. The person therefore no longer is able to stand on their own 2 feet, if you like. They become dependent. Now this is what the authorities use. As I say, I'll have to refer back to us all being the same and not having anything inborn, a strength even, if you like, to cope with things or make our own decisions. This is fundamental when you understand how it's connected with Freud and the Frankfurt School, and the equalisation of people. It would take a long time to explain it. I'm not going to bother on this. I'm just starting out, so if you'd like to know more, contact me, or do some research for yourself. Anyway, that's all for now.